Good evening everybody, my name is Osa and tonight we are playing our penultimate episode of Seasons on the Old Stream Farm, Farm Sim 19. Ah, my tractor's over there. So, it's the penultimate day of fall. And we have... I'm going to hold off doing the sheep until this evening. Purely because we don't have to do them right away. It looks like... Oh no, there's a sheep without a baby. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. So there seems to be no rhyme nor reason on how sheep decide whether they're having babies or not. I guess that's a thing. So, we have stuff to haul. Guess we could start off doing that. Oh, barley went boom. Oats okay, canola's good. I think we've got soybeans which are dead nasty. Okay. We're going to sell the soybeans anyway, I think. But we'll get rid of the barley, the oats and the canola for definite. Oh. There we go. Where are we going with this stuff? Oh, price is dropping. Selling station 2. Okay, that's the old BGA. My feet are getting tied up in cables. Okay. Oh, I also need to fertilise that front grass field still. Well, no pedestrians at 7 o'clock in the morning. At least none that I'm seeing. Hope he's the only one driving out of there at breakneck speed. So we are basically doing a final reckoning on what the farm value is now. Having played for a year. Somewhere right around here. Nearly 10,000, that's actually not that bad. So, barley, oats and canola. And I guess once the sun comes up, we can work on fertilizing the grass field, and then we'll start the cultivating. That might help. But for the first time in a couple of days, we are not planning to be doing any midnight farming. Come on. Did I drive too far? Oh, there it is. Yes, I drove too far. There it is. So there's a little bit of barley left. We won't worry about that now. There's a load of oats. Okay, oats. Best value for oats is the grain mill, which is down at the dock. Let's go forwards, that would be a plan. Running low on gas too. Tanker 789, welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay, how you doing? Suddenly second guessing myself. No, this is the way to the sell point, so we're all good. Here we go. Once upon a time, this was the only sell point from Sim 17. And this ramp was a lot steeper. Okay, this should be... I do play American Truck Simulator. Haven't played it for a while. I also play Euro Truck Simulator. I'm kind of blitzing this playthrough. 16,000, that's nice. Because the map has been updated officially. And if I update the map, I'll screw up this game save. So... since I promised myself I'd make it to the end of the year, and effectively fall is the end of the year because you can't grow anything during winter. We're just playing out the last 2 days of fall. There will be a final roundup, but for all intents and purposes this playthrough will be over before, by the end of this week. Next week I may play some Truck Sim. Probably will play some World of Warships as well. But I'm also in the process of preparing the house to move, and so streaming time may become more sparse in the coming weeks. It's definitely looking like the harvest is going to be over, put us back over 150,000, I hope. So that'll be a good thing. And it being fall, the sun ain't gonna come up till quite late in the morning. So we still have another half tank of oats, so that's good. I should... we've got enough gas for now. We're still selling at the same place, and then canola, also very close. Also looks like the grain mill. So yeah, earlier this week we managed to get all of the harvest in spite of the weather working against us. So at this point we're just selling the grains that we produced this year. And in spite of the fact this playthrough is going to end at the end of fall, I am planning to treat it like it would be an ongoing thing. So we are going to prepare the fields for second year, even though we're not playing second year. So there you can see the sun is starting to rise. Oh, and I'm driving off the road. And then also next week, while I'm playing other games, I will be looking for a new farm sim map for the next series. Oh, I really should put a weight on the front of this thing. So this should be approximately another 8,000 euros. Put us around about 140. Good guess on the value. And then the last crop we're selling today will be the canola, which we don't have quite as much of, but it is worth a bit more. oats is gone. Canola, that's more than a tank, or more than a tipper load too. So this also going to the grain mill. So 15 times 12. So this load should be worth about 18,000. Come on. I think on one of the recent maps, one of the modders changed the cement mixer into a small local delivery truck, sort of retail delivery truck. Which is far more the sort of thing you'd see driving around in Europe than concrete mixers everywhere. Okay. So we said about 18,000. Which will clear 150, which is good. Oh, 19.5. That's better than I expected. So a little bit of yellow in the sky. I may just take the rest of the canola and also the barley, so that's 2 more trips. That should then mean that oh, it's him again. It's nice and bright and we'll be able to see what we're doing in the fields. I realised about 3 minutes ago that I forgot to write down how much yield we got from the fields. So in order to do a good comparison against non-seasons play, I would have to come back to this episode and work my way through how much of each crop we ended up with. And make notes, and then we'll hopefully sometime over this weekend I'll have some time to go through the first playthrough on this map and review what I planted and where and what the yields were, so I can try and make a like-for-like comparison between what we planted and what we pulled out of the ground, how much we pulled out of the ground. So I have a suspicion, since you can fertilize 3 times with seasons and only twice in the base game, seasons yield may actually be bigger, which means harvest is going to see more money coming in, but that's kind of fair enough. I mean, in the regular game you can put a crop in the ground on day 1, fertilize it on day 2 and harvest it on day 3 and have another crop in the ground before the end of day 3. So your income potential is very great, and with seasons you plant in spring, you harvest in fall, at least with the standard geo. So it's not like you make lots of money in a short amount of time, and you still have to pay for stuff over the days when you don't have anything coming in. Now you can supplement your income with trees and milk from cows or wool from sheep, although we're not getting any wool from sheep. Oh, it's him again. So what we'll probably try and do during our end of playthrough roundup, we'll play at speed through winter, so we'll feed the sheep and do what we have to, and then we'll get into spring. Ooh, and see if the sheep start producing wool in spring. As far as baby sheep are concerned, we should get some of those before the end of winter. That'd be nice. But it's not like the base game where you get all next sheep in 5 hours time. It's these 10 sheep are pregnant, you'll get sheep in 3 months. Okay, so here we are back here. Canola's gone. We do have no sunflowers. We do have half a wagon of soybean. Oh, we have a lot of grass. Hay, straw, wheat we're not doing right this moment. Barley, 1,600, yeah. So not a lot in there. And that's everything but the soybeans and the wheat. So the barley's going to the other sell point. And as you can see now, the sun is coming up. And the trees are incredibly copper coloured. Okay. Oh, you didn't see him sneaking through. Oh, we're good. once we are done with this selling, I think wheat will try and sell tomorrow at this rate. Okay, 8,000 from the soybeans, and probably 8,000 from the wheat. So that's 1,600, 6,300. So we should have over 180,000 by the end of all the selling. Yeah. Only 1,000 there. So I'll stick the wagon back in the silo building. We'll go and get the fertilizer. Sufficient. Okay. Definitely need the weight for the next bit. Do I? It's actually a good question. Yes. Okay, what is in the tank? $157 litres of liquid fertilizer. Yeah, I think we might want to load up with a little bit more than that. That's fertilizer. Okay. position. We missed the tree on that side, okay. Now, it's still too dark to see if this is actually working. So we will cheat. Okay, that is working. Okay, a little bit further forward, so around about almost there. The nice thing about spraying is, even though this equipment is considered to be small, the boom is pretty substantial. Okay, reach forward, spray on, and off we go. Unfortunately, the field is a little bit wider than 2 boom lengths, so there's a little bit left over on the end here. Done. Fold away. And back. So yeah, that field is now double fertilized. The grass is going to die before we get to cut it. But no big deal there. Take this round to the back. Take it around the back this way, since the tree got in the way of my view. Indeed, okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Zoom in. pit.